Yes, welcome back to another reward video for Sorare. It's for I think it's game week 62, I believe. Um, so quickly, just gonna go through. So best lineup this week performed insanely well. Obviously, 474 points is great. We were on for a tier two, as you can see, 3.5 points away. Um, we did Captain Otar, potentially like if we captain Dairy, we get the tier two. Obviously, he wasn't 100% starting, so Otar's normally very good. Tanaka is as well, but I decided that Otar was going to be our captain. We placed 86th in the MLS Classic. Again, thought we could have maybe done a little bit better. Arthur captain choice was really poor. Um, but we do have a couple things. I don't know why it's not showing. We have a tier 3, a little bit of essence, and 3 boxes or 2 boxes. I don't know why it's showing one. Um, but yeah, the tier 3 is, I'm hoping, is going to be somebody decent. But yeah, we can just go through a little bit of the rest of the squads. Danvers did really well. Um, Mads, obviously they played each other, so it's kind of tough. It would have been nice if he got involved a little bit more in a 4-2 win, but Frankowski and Yilmaz did well. This was really tough, so we did purchase Ian Murray for the Road to Glory. Unfortunately, I was away this weekend, so I wasn't able to make the video, and we captained him. He was projected to play and didn't. um, so obviously Colorado beat San Jose. Um, it, Nobody really did very well. Obviously, I probably should have captained, but we were thinking of buying his brother, but I figured maybe getting a little bit more for the Colorado bonus was good. So this was kind of unfortunate. However, this lineup again will change because we are buying an in-season goalkeeper. If you looked at the tops right here, we do have put a little bit of money in. So we are going to be purchasing a keeper this week. Um, so without further ado, let's keep going. This lineup wasn't bad. Jamie Lawrence, only 39 points. It's horrible for him. Normally, he is a huge AA menace. And then obviously Otar here with our captaincy, and then the rest of the lineups. We had um, Robert not play. It's unfortunate. Kokubo didn't do very well. Obviously, letting 3 goals in. Suzuki as well as our captain did not perform. Honda's been playing um, really well recently, same as Lee Ji Hyuk. McGlynn had an assist. What else? Tanaka obviously be captain in this lineup. Sarah, Antlers just haven't been. I think they're in first, but the guys I have just haven't been doing well. And then last but not least, before we get into the rewards, let's just kind of go over some of the players here. So I thought Messi was resting. He didn't. Would have been nice to put him in a lineup. Gutman, I think I have some collection bonus for some old Atlanta players for Sosa, the racing Sosa. Um, so he's actually done well the last 2 weeks. He scored in the last 2 weeks. Pretty good. Matt Ryan, yeah. Boyd Munch did well. We don't really play him anymore. Sancrease did well. Lala did well. Um, but yeah, so without further ado, let us get into the rewards. So, yeah, a little recap here. So yeah, two XP was the other thing. Sorry, that was another box. 2 essence and a tier 3. So, not too shabby. So, let's see what our tier 3 gets, and then we'll open the boxes. I looked at a lot of the tier 3s for Contender. A lot of them are DMPs. Like, a lot of them are DMPs. So, we're hoping for either Korea or Japan. If we see anything else, it's not going to be very useful for us, seeing as a lot of the European competitions are going to be ending kind of soon, and a lot of our contender lineups that are doing well right now are the Asian and Japanese, or sorry, the Korean and Japanese leagues. So, without further ado, Defender, Japan, decent start. Ooh, at least it's not a DMP. I do not mind that. That'll help us a ton. So Shuto Nakano. Okay. Okay, okay. So plays for Hiroshima. He is a starter. Yo, that's not, gosh. Sorry, that's not bad. $30? I'll take that. He does play. Played a couple times at right mid. Very interesting. Um, very interesting. What is? Wow, that's actually not bad that he's a defender playing up there. Doesn't have the greatest AA. Might look to sell. Might see if it's worth selling him and maybe um, picking up some classic cards because right now we are playing in classic and rare. Um, so that's not bad. That is not bad. Excuse me. All right, so we do have some XP. I don't really know who I'm planning on leveling up. I think it's gonna be my MLS lineup going forward. Obviously, we are gonna be playing in, or not playing in, but playing for the streaks now. So we will be able to in week 64, hopefully maybe get $3. And um, I guess that's not credit. That's just $3. So, anyways, let us go. Why do I have? Who's the other one? Oh, Parker. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Let us go into our boxes. So, what is? Oh, is this gonna? No, there we go. Light box. Ooh. Maybe we get 20 essence and hit a craft? What do you think? Probably not. So, $2. These, like, I think the odds should be a little bit better. Just in my opinion, like, yeah, that's great. You get 2 essence. Don't get me wrong. I'll take it, but that's from ultra defensive. I guess you can get market credit if you get this in the premium box. That's not bad. That's not bad. But like it's so hard. Like you have to score 400 points in a lineup that like I'm using Ryan not starting. Sorry. Ryan not playing champ. Samba, I'm not playing champ. Kenny Lala, I wasn't playing champ this week. Smolicic wasn't playing champ. Sar wasn't playing champ. So all of these cards couldn't have been put in a champ lineup because I didn't have a good enough comp. Like I didn't, right? So like I don't personally I think people are running these special weeklies with their extras, right? Like Bade, Hilton, Mikiyuma, who I can't believe he didn't play. Like this guy has been relatively solid for AZ, honestly. Like, but whatever. Mayo, again, so two, right? We have six, what's that, seven champ players that I just like, I didn't play it this week, so I threw him in here. But, we still need around 400 points. To me, that's, I guess maybe people just have extra who are, doing really, really well. And then, um, I think the other one had to have come from All-Star, right? Yeah. So like even this, right? Like McGlynn, I didn't play in MLS because I didn't think Houston would do well. But he does score very, very well. Even if he doesn't get an assist or a goal, A is phenomenal. Lee Ji Hyuk, I didn't play him in Classic this week. I probably should. Um, or sorry, Contender, just because, like, right, you don't play. I play Jelenik, he gets me a 0. Right, hindsight's 2020. We did captain him. Um, so obviously he only would have gotten us like 50 points, but 63 points away. Somebody does better. Sarah scores a goal. We get a clean sheet. Like, you jump up and you get 5 essence. I mean, you can say that about anything, right? But at the same time, Awobi 40. I didn't think he was. I don't know if he was 100% set to start. Normally he will for Fulham, but um, yeah. And then in season, this was okay. We were 9 points away. Like, we were a, we were a Jamie Lawrence masterclass every week away from some money. You know what I mean? Like the guy, uh, sometimes I don't captain him. Most of the time I do, and like besides the last 2 weeks, for people who have watched the videos, I've captained him almost like every week since they started playing again. And you get a 69, 54, a 90, a 72. So you have four lineups where he's scoring over 100 for you. But yeah, that's gonna be all. Let me know if you guys didn't mind the music. Also, drop a comment down below. How do you guys feel about the weekly and like the daily um, kind of challenges and stuff? I think like we might be able to get this MLS memorabilia. Depends on. I did send in an offer for a goalie. I'm waiting to hear back. Um, but yeah, I'm just kind of hoping that we maybe get 20 essence good, but like I don't know. I think maybe more XP. I personally would rather have more XP than taking tier 5 crafts. Obviously, you can get something great, but at the same time, um, you might just craft a bunch of tier 5s and then you have to spend more money to up your collection. But like it's okay. It is what it is. But hopefully, you guys have a good comp midweek for game week 53. Um, Show you that right now, I guess, for me. So I have one target and then just one all-star special. So we have Ryan, Otar, Sosa, and Depay. And then we have I just picked 320. Like, I don't know if Lewis Miller's actually going to start. He's scheduled to. Um, but I don't watch Australia, so I have no idea. Arias hasn't played the last two games, but I think he had a thumb injury. Um, oh no, sorry. He did play the last two. It was this game he didn't play, week 58. I guess they haven't played for 1 week in between. He hasn't played good either. So, um, Otar obviously, Gakpo against Spain is going to be tough, and then Yilmaz. Kind of hope Turkey kind of puts on a good show, and we need him to get decisive. So if Gakpo and Yilmaz can get decisive, I think we'll be in to hit the target, which would be really nice. But yeah, that's all. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Good luck in game week 63. Press the out. Peace.